First and foremost, I want to welcome all my friends on Facebook and LinkedIn that are watching this, as well as my subscribers on my YouTube channel. Of course, I also want and their guests that are here. Now, last night, we had a special broadcast. I pulled back why network marketing leaders are searching for a new home. We talked a little bit about who some of them were. And why they were making changes. Tonight, we heard a session of boot camp. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, where we're going to be teaching everybody and is the importance of having a partner. We talked about how, and it's not hard, the regular price of admission absolutely works when it's used correctly and it's used precisely. It all starts first with your profile. You put yourself out, and for that reason, by the way, I've extended registration for the May boot camp up until tonight. After tonight, it's shut. Tonight, we're doing how to communicate with people. Then on Thursday, it's how to close people. And then on Friday, we're jumping right into the retreat. Now, all of the sessions are recorded, so you'll be able to catch up. But I just wanted to share this. Just wanted to check in and give you an update. I've been doing pretty good since our last coaching session. While I'm still a Director 7, got an interesting story. When we started working together, we started working together in November. December, she came down with COVID. She also has 3 kids. The whole family had COVID, but she was still working from home, able to enroll 9 people. By the end of January, starting in November, by the end of January, she was a Director 6. Following month, she made Director 7. It's all about numbers. It's all about how many people you talk to. Just want to check in. Been doing pretty good since our last coaching session. While I'm still a Director 7, I've enrolled 81 customers so far, and I've earned $35,000 in my business. I'm now the top producer on the team I'm with, which is expected thanks to your scripts. When people ask me how I'm doing, and they ask me all the time, I tell them I'm doing and saying what you taught me to do. And she's in a group that is actually in a rogue group where people are being taught or urged to do the wrong things. The reason she's tops is because she's doing it correctly. Let me jump over here and pop on LinkedIn. Every morning, when you log into your LinkedIn account, Your activity is right up here. I got 4 people that are new that want to connect with me. I've got 3 messages I haven't responded. So first, anybody here have any questions? Well, today is May 14th, so it's halfway through the month. So the question I have to all of you is how many people have you enrolled so far this month? Actually, how many people did you enroll last month in April? And how many people have you enrolled so far in the first 2 weeks of May? You all need to be talking to people. Let me look. Somebody asked me something about the fact that I said you need to be talking to 20 people about your business every day. And the truth is, that's the ideal number for some of you that are getting started. It would be maybe 5 people. You don't start out by talking about your business. The conversation evolves. One of the things that LinkedIn has done, or is in the process of doing, is they're giving people more things, more tools. If I go over here to my network, so you're going to get all kinds of connection requests from all kinds of crazy people. When you go to look at your connections, you're going to find, oops, they sent out a notice to everybody that they're deleting a lot of old messages, a lot of old profiles that are no longer working. But you all, right now, are connected to people that you've never talked to. You're connected, you never talked to them. So LinkedIn now is making it easy my first level connections. So what LinkedIn is doing now is they're giving people language to use. Since it's been some time since we connected, how have you been? Help me write it. Introduce yourself. Now, she may not know who Susan is. I mean, the bottom line is these are not good. You look at her profile. Now, we've been connected since 2019, but we've never talked. So there are more effective ways to reach out to someone like her, resurrect or start actually a conversation. However, is she active? Just because we're connected since 2019, you have to look at their activity. So the last time she posted anything was 3 years ago. The last time she reacted to anything, well, she reacted to something yesterday. So she's active. You have to check on someone's activity before. Okay. Okay. Now, I made an announcement at the beginning of the week, and to expand my coaching, number of coaching students I'm working with. We have a lot of people that are trying to get in the coaching, and they can't get on my schedule. So changing things up, and I'm inviting all of my coaching students to contact me during an Ask Max session, and I'll work with you during the Ask Max session. The only difference, because that's what I've been doing in the past, is it counts against your coaching time. Okay? Counts against your coaching time. Because that's what I'm doing. So, Catherine, you want me to take a look at this now, or do you want to set an appointment? Either way.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out of Catherine, my account. Over the last 3 weeks, I've heard from a number of, leave the page, coaching students that had hot prospects. And, you know, the earliest I could get them on my schedule was like a week and a half. And let's just see, forward to your network, see if you got the message. Yeah. So they're telling you they've recently removed a lot of people. All right. So let's come over here to the message area. And you're talking to Nicole. So Nicole is looking for work. The first thing that you want to know when you're talking to anybody is, what do they do? Let's look at contact information. So you've been connected to her maybe 2 weeks. So it looks like you reached out to her on the 21st. She accepted you right away. So I asked her, why do you want to leave your job? Because if we look at her profile, she's a substitute teacher. Now, what you all want to do is you may want to review the person that you're talking to, the profile. You may not spend a lot of time studying it when you make the initial connections, but once they accept the connection, then what you have to do is decide, is this someone that you want to talk to? So she's been a substitute teacher for 8 months. And she floats around between 19 schools. Before that, she was a headhunter. Corporate recruiter. So she graduated from high school 18 years ago when she was 17. So that makes her 35. Recruiter. Recruiter. A natural question to ask somebody would be, what prompted you to get into recruiting? Another really good question would be, why did you leave your last job? Why did you leave Global Rhymes after working for them for 8 years to become a substitute teacher? Natural questions. So you pop this over. Now, we had 2 questions. We could have asked, because when you see someone has an open to work frame around their picture, one of 2 questions. Why do you want to leave your job? Maybe they don't want to leave their job. Maybe they want another job on top of that. But that's an easy question for them to answer. Did she ever answer you? No. So right now, you're trying to get her to respond to you. Now, no matter what you're going through, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So we're not exactly sure what she's going through. So we need to send her something of a positive note that she could react to and respond to. The subject of the message, the motivating message that you send out, is going to have a big impact. Now, she gave you a thumbs up. She's not answering your questions. Bottom line, if you can't get them to answer your questions, you're not going to get anywhere. But if you like the content of the profile, I mean, this woman has the skills, has the experience to be successful. So the last time you sent her something was last week on Wednesday. So let's send her something. We want to send her something that not only something that would resonate with her, but something that she might want to share. And you're going to be having these same conversations over and over again. So what I've done so that I can find them easier is I capitalize the quotes. Believe in yourself and others will believe in you. The sky is not the limit. Your belief is. Persistence is what makes the impossible possible. So we're going to send her this one. Now she's looking at these. Okay. So let's ask her a question. We asked her, why do you want to leave your job? She doesn't want to talk about that. Well, we know the reason that she doesn't want to talk about it. She's not there anymore. See, if people don't like the question, they don't feel comfortable answering the question, they don't answer. I mean, why should I take my time out of a busy day to answer a question I'm not even interested in talking to somebody I don't know? They ignore it. Oh, I didn't see it. Oops, so sorry, I missed that one. So you develop this bond of attraction by continuing to send people of interest. See, by the third or the fourth message that you're sending, you have to, and they're not answering, you have to make a decision. Do I want to keep, is this person someone that would add value to my business? With her, the answer is yes. I was working with Daryl before this session. He's talking to two people. And The one that was teaching in China, Daryl, if you just look at the two, compare what they did, compared what they talk about. The woman that was teaching in China is less desirable than the other one. That doesn't mean you stop communicating. But the way you end up closing 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 people you talk to, is you stop talking to people that are clearly not perfect for your business. Doesn't matter what the business is. So
She hadn't left it.
I'm sorry.
She hadn't left her teaching position, so she says.
I didn't understand what you said.
I don't think she left her teaching position, because one of them was still current.
Well, this was the last one.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's the one above it.
Right. Here she's a teacher.
Yeah.
So why would you leave?
Oh, okay. I got you. Never mind.
Okay. That's something I just also noticed. This is kind of interesting. She went to high school, Wiley High School. And now she's back at Wiley.
Oh, I didn't catch that. That is interesting.
As a substitute teacher. So she's certainly gone back to familiar home, possibly. Because she's bouncing around between 19 schools. But the big question, because as a recruiter, you come down here, she was a recruiter from 2012 to, I mean, that's 11 years. She's been a recruiter. Why did she stop? We want to ask her a question. Okay. Okay. So
why did she leave recruiting?
yeah, what prompted you to leave your job at Now, again, you can take a look at her profile. And she's still looking for a new role. So 2 months ago. I mean, she is really a terrific prospect. However, we got to get her to answer you.
Thank you.
Okay, super. Okay, now Thomas asked the question: what do you say when the person that you are talking to tries to recruit you into their business? I love when that happens. Let me. Okay. Someone unmute Thomas.
Good morning, Max. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Thomas. So somebody that you connected with is now trying to recruit you into their business.
Correct.
Okay.
It seems to happen a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's the name of the person that you're
Let me
talking?
see. It should, if you scroll down, I can tell you on the
I'm not,
messages.
I'm not in your account.
Okay. All right. Let me see the one. Roy, R-O-Y.
Okay, wait, but I have been in your account, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let me do that. Make it easier.
Yeah, you should have my
What's your email address to get in?
Tom's, T-O-M-S, marketing.
Here it is.
The very top one on my messages. Yeah.
Roy Mars.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you connected with him at the end of last month.
Yep.
Okay. So he's selling, looks like SEO, search engine optimization, content marketing, blogging, blog. Just an initial overview. Now, when somebody is trying to sell, so he worked for our Department of Economic Opportunity for 11 years. And what did he do before that? MGT of America is a program. Police communications operator. Okay. So in general, when someone tries to sell you something. Now, first, let me just start out by saying, you know more than this guy knows about social media marketing, because this profile isn't working for him. Okay? His profile is loaded with kryptonite. Okay?
Okay.
Loaded with kryptonite. He's using multiple streams of passive income. Well, before I give you the background information. So what do you do with a guy like this? You do what we call the sidestep. This is the first message in today's economy. See, so now what you did looks to me like you use LinkedIn's AI. How have you been? You don't know him, he doesn't know you.
Okay.
So he comes, which is the reason that my Max GPT is going to give you 100 times better results. It's been some time since we connected. What? 2 weeks? How have you been? It's totally disingenuous. You don't even know the guy.
Okay.
Okay? So stay away from their AI. Now, he comes back. Are you interested in passive income and building multiple income streams? If so, I have a really incredible opportunity for passive income that really grows without you having to lift a finger. Let me know. So when somebody, he's not going into details. What you do in a case like this is you do what we call the sidestep. You say, thanks so much for the offer, but my income is already set. Or maybe you don't say that. So but he's not telling you. He's not telling you anything about it. So you come back here, and the sidestep would be, and you know, it's funny because every once in a while, you almost get the urge to write back to Roy and say, Roy, thanks for the information. Is this really working for you? Is this really, it's not. Okay? It's not. So what we could find out a little bit more about him, but when we do the sidestep, normally we would say, thank you so much, because most people share the information. Thanks so much. What did you do before? Or so we look at this, he's only been doing this. I mean, these are all the things. Search engine optimization, search engine marketing, content marketing, digital marketing, blogging. None of these things are duplicatable. And the notion that of a really incredible opportunity for passive income that grows without you having to lift a finger. No, they just want you to pay $5,000 a month to build into this automated bullshit system. And at the end of 5 months, you've blown $25,000. I mentioned last night, I talked to a woman, I guess it was last month, that fell for one of these things, was so positive that it was going to save their lives that they took out a $50,000 mortgage on their house. They lost their house. House was in bankruptcy. So it really grows without you having to lift a finger. Let me know. So what you have to look at is you have to make a decision. With 1 billion people to talk to, do you really want to waste your time with this guy? The good news is you want to be connected to him because all of his connections, by the way, that you can see are people that he's pitching to. So right now, they're limiting your searches. Now you can still use LinkedIn without paying for it. But that's for another subject. So what you do with this guy, see, they're not letting you see any of his connections. Now they're saying try premium for free for 1 month. So you really need to take advantage of that.
Okay.
And use it because it'll give you unlimited access. And as long as you're going to do it for free for a month, go for Sales Navigator. Take that one. It'll give you some extra tools. But this is what happens once you run over their limit. So as far as what do you do with this guy? You find out what it is.
Okay.
And then how long have you been doing it? How is it working for you? Because according to this, he's multiple streams of passive residual income. Create freedom with. This man is using every word that's going to prevent him from having any success up here. What is it? How long has he been doing it? So at least you know what he does. But in most cases, they're trying to sell you things. And Dennis, that's the other thing. He's got the open to work frame around picture, which basically there's two ways to look at that. Open to work, like a personal trainer that's looking for clients. He's saying, hey, I am open to work. You want to work with me? This is what I'm marketing. This is what I'm selling. That's why he's doing that. But to be honest with you, you're going to get so many of these when he comes back, gives you whatever information he's going to give you. Just forget about it. It's not worth your time because there are too many other people. Oh, and one last thing. I don't know whether you got the message from Callie, but I'm working with 5 people now in the company that we talked about. So if you decided you wanted to move forward, I'll help you there. But again, it's remains to be seen. But however, 2 of the people that I'm working with are huge earners in network marketing that have jumped into it. So we're going to devote a lot of time to it.
Okay.
So as for the rest of you, I'll be back at 4 o'clock. And then tonight, boot camp at 9. This is going to be a real eye-opener. Our goal, folks, if you're not talking to at least 5 people about your business every day, 25 people a week, when you could, you know, look, Jim Rohn said it years ago. The great thing about this business, it's easy to do, and it's the great thing about this business is it's easy not to do. You want to be successful, you got to talk to 5 people every day, minimum. Depends on how successful you want to be. I will be back tonight. And see, is Joanna still here? Yeah, Joanna, give me 2 minutes. I want to reboot my computer, and then we'll jump into a session.